This is the key to a man's heart. What all men love is when their women initiate sex. We women are so programmed that our man will pursue us that we often forget that they also need to feel desired. The second thing is to pay attention to the things he does, because men always do things to either fix them or to impress you. And so many women refuse to accept this about men. But the key to a man's heart is actually to compliment him for the things he does for you, because then he will feel better about himself, and that will inspire him to do more for you. And did you know that men are very sensitive, and that the key to a man's heart is when you brag about him? You have to show him that he has the manhood, the competence and the wisdom to be that man you need and desire. And remember this about men: nothing is more important to a man than to have a purpose in his life and the freedom to accomplish his mission. And the key to his heart is if you support his purpose. How do you know what your boyfriend's true potential is? As a woman, you always fall in love with what you think you see in that man. Because, for example, if he went to a good university and he has a good job, that makes you believe that he will be a good provider in the future. But when it comes to men, you shouldn't just look at where he has been and what he has done. You should mostly look at what his intentions are for his future. It could be that your boyfriend hasn't done anything special with his life so far, but because you are in his life now, he's inspired to become a better man. Even if he went to Harvard, but he doesn't really like his job, but he doesn't seem to look for any other job, and then he needs the whole weekend to sleep and recover from the tiring week. What do you think his true potential is for your future together? Or if he tells you that he's going to make you the happiest woman in the world, that he's going to buy this big house for you, but meanwhile, he's not even investing in a chair. And he's not doing any research on houses either. That's how you'll find out what the true potential of your boyfriend is. So you don't need to look at his CV. You just need to look at what you see. Because when it comes to men, it's literally what you see is what you get. How to treat a man in the beginning of a relationship. The beginning of a relationship is the most important, because it will set the tone of what kind of relationship this will be. And because our belief system makes us attract the kind of people that our subconscious mind believes we deserve. If you don't love or like yourself enough, it's very possible that you will attract a man who doesn't show you the respect you actually deserve. So this is a hack for you to help yourself. Instead of focusing on if he texts or if he calls or if he takes you out, try to focus on treating yourself as a person you truly love. For example, he doesn't even ask you out once a week. Would you allow that to happen if you would truly love yourself? Or he has texted you a lot for 3 weeks and then he suddenly ghosts you. Would you really be bothered by that if you knew for certain that this is the kind of man who's not good enough anyway? Because what kind of woman who truly loves herself is willing to deal with a man who doesn't know what he wants? And this, my ladies, is exactly how you will treat a man in the beginning of a relationship. By treating yourself exactly how you want to be treated by him. Because when you show a man what kind of woman you are, then that man knows what kind of man he has to be if he wants to be with you.